Hey everyone, it's Anthony Allen Ramos, and we've got a winner, baby. I'm so excited that the conclusion of RuPaul's Drag Race season 13 has happened, and Miss Symone is the winner. And Symone is joining me right now. Symone, congratulations. How are you feeling?
I feel so good. I feel just on top of the world. I can't even really express it. It's just joy. It's just overwhelming joy.
Well, I think it was one of the closest finales, I think, in Drag Race history. I mean, the four of you,
Absolutely.
I couldn't pick. So, what was it like to have that finale with Candy, Gottmik, and Rose? I mean, all the feels, right?
It was all the feels. It was so much fun. Really, I think I went into the finale having a just the time of my life. I knew what I brought, and I was excited to show it off. Really, but I knew it would be fierce competition because we all bring something just different to the competition that is deserving of the crown. So I knew I had to bring it. But at the end of the day, I had fun with them. It was just so great to see them, everyone again, all of us be in the same room and to just show who we are for the world. I think more than anything, I had much more calm than I did during the entire competition. But it was great to compete against them. It was amazing. And I think we showed out.
For sure, you've talked about being a young queer kid from Arkansas. So
Yeah.
thinking, what does it mean to you to go from that in little small town Arkansas to being on top of the world as the season 13 winner?
It's humbling, really, because it's like, you can't forget where you come from. And I think that's just such a part of who I am and my drag and the story I want to tell. And it's really humbling because I am part of a legacy of 12 other girls. Only 12 other girls have this honor. So it's like I came from a small town and I went to the top of the world, and that is insane. That is crazy, and it's a beautiful thing, and I really want people to take that part away from it. It's not necessarily, it's lovely, glitz and glamour. It's fabulous. Drag is fun, but you can achieve anything you want if you just work really hard and you know what you want and you're a good person. And so I didn't really go into this competition wanting to, bring anyone down or feel like I was better than anyone. I just wanted to showcase who I was the entire time. And it worked. I won.
Not only did you not bring anyone down, you wanted to uplift people, especially, I think one of the most memorable looks in Drag Race history, obviously, was the look that you wore with the Say Their Name
Yeah.
off of your fascinator or headpiece. I mean, I know you've talked about that before, but what was it like to, do this show in this moment of change and this moment of, so many injustices for people? How did you kind of just decide, okay, I want to incorporate what's happening in the world to, what's happening in the show?
Well, I knew going on to the show that I had a very unique opportunity. It was a very just tumultuous, emotion-filled time in the country, in the world, really. And I don't want to say I felt compelled. That's not really the word. I felt that it was something I really wanted to say, and it had never really been done that way on the runway. And was a it was I keep saying this word, but it was really it was an honor for me to do it because it's not for me. That look is not for me. It's for everyone else. And it's for the people who are, honestly, I said a few names on the runway, but it's for the people who don't get named, who don't get the publicity, who don't get the recognition for something that happens to them unjustly. And so for me, it was something that had to be done because I had the opportunity and the platform to do so. And so I took it, I did it, and I regret nothing. And I didn't quite know how it was going to go over. I knew it had to strike a. It had to strike.
I'm sorry, just gotta send you some love. Praise.
Thank you.
Love you.
I love you.
Yeah.
That's the Drag Race right there. Your face.
There you go. What was I saying? Oh, it had to strike us. It had to strike all the right chords. You know what I mean? It had to be everything without being too much of one other thing. So it was a very well thought out look that I'm very proud of.
Do you think more queens should kind of take a page from your book and use their platforms and their heels and their wardrobes to make a statement and to, kind of do that part of the, the activist part?
I think if it's something that is authentic to you, there's nothing worse than someone who feels like they have to say something because it's what I need to do. If it comes from you genuinely, absolutely, you should do it. But you do have a platform and you should use it, whatever it is for social justice, whether or for whatever it's for, it really is a privilege to have, and not everyone gets it. And you should take advantage of it. It's not something that you should feel like you should have to do because it's, you have to, because then that comes off inauthentic. But if you have something you have to say and you have a platform to say it.
Early on, RuPaul said you have star power, and I remember that was a big moment for you. I think it actually was a pivotal moment because it gave you like even more confidence and it kind of fueled you for the rest of the season. So what was it like to have that connection with Ru?
Oh my, I don't even know what word is powerful enough, strong enough to really convey that, because I've looked up to RuPaul since I saw him on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So for him to say that to me, I could get emotional about it now, because you go in, of course, you're talented because you were picked, but for him to say that to you, verbally say it and be on camera and then aired for the world to see, it's just crazy. It's insane. And that's the type of thing you can't really buy. That's an experience I have to the rest of my life, so it's great.
Speaking of RuPaul, okay, I'm going to put you on the spot. You can pick 2 queens that you think would be good for All Stars. Who is it going to be?
From my season or just in general?
From your season.
From my season, I think, I mean, anyone in the top 4 would be fabulous. Okay. 2 queens. I think, put Miss Muse back up there. I would love to see it. And put Miss Gottmik back up there, okay. Put them back up there.
Let's talk about Gottmik. Obviously making history, herstory.
Herstory.
What was it like to get to kind of have that bond with Gottmik?
Wow. It was fabulous. I obviously knew who she was before the show, because we'd hung out before, we'd been to parties together, but we hadn't really bonded like that. It was more of like we were out, we know each other, kiki time. And so for us to have a bond and for her to be my sister, that's my fucking sister now, and I don't say that really lightly. It's great, and her journey taught me a lot. She's such a carefree spirit, and I called her a rock star, and then I would call her a rock star in my confessionals, and it was really cool to see and like to be around her and just see her be just so unapologetic in her own way. It taught me a lot too. So I am just so grateful to call her sister.
Absolutely. Thinking about the finale now that it's happened. Okay, throughout the season, Rihanna slid into your DMs. Lizzo wore. What other celebrities have you heard from since you won?
Ariana, she's been very kind to me. Cynthia Erivo.
What did she say to you?
She was just like, I love you, queen. I just love you. I live for you. I just, congratulations, It's
yeah.
Like someone who has made pop music for the world, who's, filled, was at Coachella, filling stadiums, like said that to me, Lil gave me. So, that's always fabulous. Cynthia Erivo, posted me on her story. Come on. On not even her story, her grid, her main actual thing that's on her page. who else? There's been so many girls. Haley Williams putting me on her story when I did my Paramore look. Just insanity, really.
What is it? It's so funny because I feel like every season I talk to you all, and it's like the show gets bigger and bigger and more fans, and then it's just, what is it about this like momentum of RuPaul's Drag Race, and I guess this drag in general that we are on, because there is no signs of stopping.
No, and I love that. Give me more. But I think it's because people connect with the power that is drag. Drag really allows you to become and shape and morph and be whoever you want to be, and that is kind of the lesson of life if you really break it down. And I think drag, seeing other people really do that and give themselves permission on TV, gives that kind of permission to people in their life, even if outside of drag, whatever you want to do. You want to be the best damn plumber, then go be the best damn plumber, baby. But I think our show gives people permission to do that.
Yeah, and I think also, we talked about how amazing it is when you get a DM from Ariana Grande or Rihanna, but I think the true heart of it is, I can only imagine some of the queer kids that have reached out to you and say that seeing, you walk down that runway, what it means to them. What has that been like for you?
It's been crazy because I went into it being completely myself. I really didn't go in there, play a character, if that makes sense. All of those things, that was me. So for people to connect so passionately with me, has been really mind-blowing. And I would just say thank you for the love and support, because you don't have to, and that's what goes in my head, is like, these people are connecting to me, and they had 12 other people that they could have, been rallied behind, but they chose me. So it's humbling. Like, I keep saying that word, but I that's just my truth. I don't take it for granted.
No, it's so beautiful because representation is so key, and we know that at GLAAD. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, you might be in Las Vegas. I think I recognize.
You know this place.
What are you gonna do with that $100,000?
Oh my God, I'm going to enjoy myself a little bit. I ain't gambling nothing. Don't get it twisted. I ain't putting no money down, baby. I know I work too hard for that. So I like guaranteed money, honey. Yes. So we ain't doing none of that. But I'm going to enjoy myself. But I'm also going, because for so long I had to put it all back into drag. I didn't really get to enjoy my life. So I'm going to enjoy myself. But I'm also going, you saw Symone with that $100,000, so just wait.
I can't wait to see what Symone buys with that money. So, we're going to have another season of All Stars. You already told me who you think would be good. But for season 14, Queens, what advice do you have for them?
Ooh, two, three things. Know who you are. I think that's very important. Because at the end of the day, this show, that's what you're doing. You're selling yourself at the end of the day. So go in there with a clear vision. Don't do what you think people want to see. Do who you are, because that's what people connect with. Know that it is a TV show at the end of the day. Know what you're signing up for, and know that you're going up into the face of millions of people, good, bad, or indifferent. So know that this is not just a fame thing, and to have fun, to really have fun, because it goes by real quick. Like, people were complaining 4 months, but trust and believe, 4 months it goes by quick. So enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself. Well, those are words of wisdom from RuPaul's Drag Race winner, Symone. It's been a pleasure, Symone. Best of luck, Symone. I can't wait to see what you buy with $100,000, but I also can't wait what the next chapter for you is. And again, thank you for all that you've done, even so far, to raise awareness for the marginalized people, queer people in general. So you're the best. So congratulations.
Thank you. And thank you for having me today. I enjoyed our talk, baby. Sorry, I'm out here, but you
deserve it. You just won Drag Race. You deserve it. No problem at all.